Yeah. Hey, you come to the meeting now? Now it's 6 o'clock p.m. Here we call this November 14th, 2023 regular call board meeting to order. Madam Clerk, as the public is notified.
Yes, sir.
And I do confirm the quorum. And we'll turn this portion of this meeting over to Dr. Green, election of officers, chair, vice chair, and secretary. Dr. Green.
All right, thank you, Mr. Miller. First, I'll open the floor for nominations for the election of board chair. Are there any nominations?
Dr. Green, I would like to nominate Henry Miller.
Okay, nomination by Mr. Harrison, nomination Henry Miller. Second by Ms. Green. Any other nomination? There's no other nomination. There's a motion to bring nomination to the floor.
I make a motion to bring the nomination to a close.
Second such motion. Okay, motion to bring nomination to the floor by Ms. Harris, seconded by Dr. Harris. This would be a pretty easy vote. All those in favor of the single nominee, you show by the following sign. Amen. Okay, all right, that is unanimous. So congratulations, Mr. Miller. Now I turn it over to, you want to go into it? No.
All right. This is kind of, we're gonna nomination open for our vice chair.
Sir Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to nominate Sylvia Harrison for our vice president.
I second. Motion made by Ms. Green, for Ms. Harrison, for vice chair, second by Mr. Davis. With that said, we got one say the name. All except Ms. Harrison.
Yes, sir.
We got one say the name, show by the raising of the right hand.
No. Gotta make a motion to close on the one said
Thank you. Yes, sir, thank you. Motion closed on the one said name, Ms. Harrison.
No, so we have to, somebody.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we close the nominations on one said name, Ms. Sylvia Harris.
Second such motion.
Thank you. Single second by Dr. Harris. All in favor now, show by the raising of the right hand. I appreciate that, y'all gentlemen. Second, we have, third, we have, that would be 7-0.
6-0. Right here. Yeah.
Next, we'll have secretary. Do we get a motion?
I make a motion, that Joe Sebas
Nominate.
nominate Joe Sebas.
I second. I second.
Motion made to nominate Mr. Siebels, second by, motion made by Mrs. Harrison, second by Ms. Green. Now, how do we do this?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that the nomination comes to a close on the one said name, provided I get a second.
I second.
All in favor of that one said name, show by raising the right hand. And that has it. 6-0, and now we have 3 officers, Mr. Miller, Ms. Harrison, and Mr. Stevens. Clap your hand for me. This time, we get a motion, no, we're gonna go into the FCSDA. We have, this evening, we have, Dr. Scott Price, as well as Dr. Johnson. They have a survey that they're gonna say in front of us. Dr. Price, Dr. Johnson. This is involved the superintendent search.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, this is the board, why don't you come up here?
Yes, it's on.
I'm on camera.
You are on camera, right?
Way down.
Good evening, how are y'all doing?
How are you?
And congratulations to the 3 officers, I was delighted to see that y'all aren't changing forces on us in midstream, so thank you for that. But I wanted to take this opportunity to just sort of give you the highlights from the report that you have in front of you. This is the report from the focus group meetings that Judy LeGrand and Dr. Johnson conducted in October 24th, I believe that was. And it also is a report on the survey that we conducted on your behalf, the electronic survey that we conducted on your behalf. And one of the things that strikes me about this is we've done numerous searches, and on the surveys, we always tell the board we reserve the right to remove comments that are not responsive to the questions that are asked. And the questions that are asked are in here, but mostly relate to, what characteristics you'd like to see in the next superintendent. So we do reserve the right to remove comments that are not responsive to that. And I would say in almost every case, every district we've done searches, we've had to remove comments because either they were, attacks on individuals or we include negative comments, but if they're not responsive, we take those out. I'm gonna tell you, we didn't have to remove any from this report, which in my opinion tells me that the community at large is pleased with the direction that the board and the educational team have been moving in recent years. And so I want to, again, I don't think that's ever happened before that I can recall where we didn't have to remove a couple of them anyway. But again, I just wanted to make that point. On the survey data and the focus group data that we present to you, it's not something that you can look at as a scientific survey of the entire community, but it does provide a snapshot or a barometer of the public opinion that's out there regarding the district and board and moving forward with superintendent search. And again, I think brings valuable information to you all for you to think through and process as we move through the search process with you. And just again, giving you a slice or a snapshot of what the community is feeling in terms of current administration and leadership, and then going forward. The focus group question that we asked was, what characteristics, experiences, and qualities should the Fairfield County School District Board of Trustees look for in the recruitment, screening, and selection process for the next superintendent of schools? And we had, I believe in the focus group, we had 23 folks who were considered stakeholders. And then we also had a community group of about 39, 40 people who participated in that, which is pretty healthy in terms of turnout. The focus group comments are listed on page 4 through 8, and they're in alphabetical order. So there's no anything that is not listed in order of importance, but they're listed in alphabetical order. I'll just commend those to you to look through and again, with the question in mind of what characteristics are you looking for in your next superintendent. Some of the qualities that we did see repeated through the focus group comments were somebody who's approachable, meaning open door policy, somebody who's approachable not only to the public, but to members of the district office staff and school level. Somebody who could serve as a buffer between the staff and the board from time to time. And I think there were some comments related to past emphasis of micromanagement and the belief that going forward, we didn't want to go back to that of the past. And again, I think that reflects positively on precedent that you all set as a board and as a leadership team. They want somebody who is going to be a great communicator. They want somebody who's got some strong instructional leadership background. Somebody who will be here for the long haul, longevity. Somebody who has a sound knowledge of budget and school finance, good funding background. And again, somebody who will continue to move Fairfield forward. Another positive, I think, real positive comment, somebody who's student-centered, visible, and who's a visionary. And again, that summary is on page 8. If you look on the online survey, I think we had 189 people who participated in that online survey. And they were asked basically 3 questions. What group do you represent? And we'll start, this is on page 9. What group do you represent? And interestingly enough, the total participants out of 189, there were 45, the vast majority of them were either teachers or parents. So again, I think you've got a good broad cross-section here of participants in the online survey. And if you look at the first question, question 2, ranking the qualifications, we gave them 10 qualifications and they ranked those from 1 to 10, with 1 being the highest. You see communications in there, again, internal and external communicator. Ensuring strong accountability measures for principal and teachers toward student achievement results. Again, talking about demonstrating a strong background in curriculum and instruction. And you can look at those, and again, those are listed in order of importance. The third question on page 10, in choosing the next superintendent, which path or strategy below do you think the Board of Trustees should take? Because we had 3 different paths here. And find a candidate, one that had the highest was find a candidate to say basic educational and management philosophy as a current administrator who can make some necessary changes. Then the second highest had to do with who will stay in the course, continue the good work of the current administration. So I guess in toto, that tells me that folks really aren't looking for a change agent. because their satisfaction, overall general satisfaction with the direction that the board and the district have been taking. The comments that I mentioned previously, starting on page 11 and going through the end on page 16, I would just commend those to you to read at your leisure. And again, take these as a snapshot of what's the thought process that's going on in your community as you go through the overall process. And Dr. Johnson, at this time, I'm sort of done with my overview. Do you have anything you want to add?
Good evening, board members and superintendent.
Good evening.
Just like to note that I was very impressed when I talked to the leadership team with the teachers and administrators and also the community participation. It was quite obvious that they're very pleased with where you are. And the message I heard loud and clear was they want to make sure we maintain where you are and maybe go to the next level. Have a forward thinker, someone who's strong, and able to stand up to the board and keep it where you are, go to the next level. And I think they're very proud of where this district is. And there was no doubt they wanted the district to go to the next level. So that was very, very impressive. And we've learned a lot from the surveys, and from the surveys that came in online, they're very much in line with the ones from the leadership team, the teachers, administrators, and also the community. So I think Fairfield County is united in what type of leader they want. And it's quite obvious from the responses that you have. They're pleased, but they want to stay where we are, stay where you are, and go to the next level. So it's very impressive information so far.
Mr. Chairman, anybody have any questions about the survey information? I know it's a lot to take in and a lot to read.
Anybody?
So is anyone going to have any other opportunities to speak with you?
No, ma'am, what will happen, I guess, is when we get down to the finalist level, when you as a board have selected your finalists, and do those three names become, at least three names become public, that'll be another time where you'll be receiving information from people, and not necessarily maybe in a survey form, but you'll open the opportunity for people to reach out to you all with comments that they may have about any of the candidates. So that'll be another time where you will get the public input.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else got questions? Price, Mr. Dr. Johnson, could you tell us, so the public to know how many applicants we had? That's what we want to talk about now.
We'll cover that in the section.
If there's no more questions, could we get a motion to go into executive session for superintendent selection, whether it's personnel matter?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we enter executive session for personnel matters and the superintendent search, provided I get a second.
Second, so it's motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Dr. Harrison, so we can take the superintendent search. Whether it's personnel matter, all in favor, say right. Six. It's time to go into executive session. Zero as for the motion coming in executive session, no action taken.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we exit executive session, no actions taken.
Second. Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Mr. Davis, coming in executive session, no action taken. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. That would be 6. Or 7. Pass the pass. At this time, just like to welcome everybody out there. And yes, ma'am, it's on. I just got to get a little closer, Ms. Brown.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Right, just welcome everyone to our November 14, 2023 regular call school board meeting. We thank you for your support. All of our teachers, administrators, principals, superintendent, our community leaders as well. So at that time, we're gonna have our pledge of allegiance in the morning sound from our Secretary of Trustees.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May we see?
Thank you. It's time to get approval of the agenda.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we approve the agenda as presented.
Second such motion.
Motion made by Ms. Harris, second by Dr. Harris to approve the agenda as presented. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. That would be 7. It's time. Do we have any public comment, Mr. Seals?
No, we don't, Chair.
Thank you. At this time, we have our board minutes from our will be October 17th board meeting. Can we get a motion? Yes.
I make a motion that we accept the board, approve the minutes from October the 17th regular call board meeting.
Yes, sir.
Motion made to accept the superintendent recommendation for the minutes for the, what was that? October 17th board meeting, second by Reverend Jackson. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. That would be 7. Superintendent report at this time.
Chairman Bill, members of the board, first of all, please join me in celebrating all of our outstanding educators throughout the Fairfield family for American Education Week Which runs through November 13th to the 17th. And so we celebrate all of the outstanding and work going on, not only here in Fairfield County, but throughout the country. The people who engaged in changing the trajectory of young people in our respective communities. Also, next week is fall break. And as much as the young people and staff love coming to school, they love having a break as well. I joined them in that break, and I am as excited as they are about getting a little time off for some R and R. The Fairfield Central High School Dance Ensemble will be having a concert on tomorrow beginning at 6 o'clock. The title of this presentation is Dancing in Our Skin, a journey of history, identity, and affirmation. And I can tell you, I am truly excited about going to this concert tomorrow. I had an email from one of the dancers who wanted to make sure that I was aware, and they were looking forward to seeing me there. And so I have every intention of being there. I know it is going to be a superb extravaganza. And so if you have an opportunity to schedule, please come to the auditorium at Fairfield Central High School to witness the outstanding work of our Fairfield Central High School dancers. You know, sometimes I think we take it for granted that we have an opportunity to expose our young people to such a wealth of experiences, but we should not, because there are communities not only throughout South Carolina, but throughout this country that wish they had the opportunity to expose their young people to dance. And so I celebrated the school board of trustees who made the investment in our young people to cultivate a myriad of talent. And so we get an opportunity to see those artistic talents on tomorrow. Friday night was heartbreaking. The Fairfield Central High School football team lost a 1-point loss to Silver Bluff. It was a hard-fought game. But nonetheless, we want to celebrate them on an outstanding year. I understand that they're disappointed. I was disappointed. But as I said in the Bowtie Club meeting today, there will be setbacks in life. You will fall, you will fail, you will stumble. But it's not the fact that you do, but how do you bounce back from that? And so I'm sure all of our Fairfield Central High School athletes and coaches will bounce back from this very disappointing loss. Also, let's congratulate the Fairfield Middle School football team. I think it's completed their season. I think it went undefeated this season. They did not lose a game this season. So congratulations to them. And then finally, let me thank Ms. Laisha Wise and the orchestra for coming, doing a tremendous job at my most recent superintendent's breakfast. And they are everywhere. I saw them on Facebook after the breakfast. They were at Pig on the Ridge performing. I went down to the Veterans Day program sponsored by the county, and who's the first group that I see when I walk in the door? But the orchestra. And so I'm gonna tell Ms. Wise and the students, take a break. I don't want to work y'all too hard. I mean, y'all are absolutely everywhere. But they're getting these invitations because they are doing such a remarkable job. And to reiterate what I said a minute ago about exposing our young people to dance, everyone didn't get an opportunity to expose their young people to strength. All right. So we made that investment in Fairfield County. And so thank Ms. Wise and those students for doing an absolutely remarkable job. And that's all I have relative to my updates and announcements. The next thing on the agenda is overnight out-of-state field trip for the East Lake. I'll turn it over Mr. Chair.
Yes, this time we wanna, can we get a motion for overnight trip?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendations to approve the overnight out-of-state field trip request from the Fairfield County Diamond Elite Dance Team Leadership Team to visit the campus of Bethune-Cookman University and to attend the Florida Blue Florida Classic on November 18th through 19th, 2020 2023 in Orlando, Florida, and the elite ladies of Fairfield County School District end of the year field trip to Nashville, Tennessee on May 10th through the 12th, 2024.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Harris, second by Mr. Davis, to accept the superintendent recommendation on this trip. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. 7-0. Thank you. Those elite ladies thing. All right, curriculum and instructions.
Good evening.
Good evening.
For your approval, the out-of-state overnight field trip request for Fairfield Central High School girls basketball team, along with Fairfield Central High School boys basketball team. They will be both participating in a Christmas basketball tournament. The girls will take place in December, along with the boys as well. And also our Fairfield Central High School Orchestra will be participating in the Newberry College Honor String Clinic, along with the Region 3 Midlands Orchestra Clinic, which will be held at USC Aiken. These 4 field trips are for your approval.
Get a motion.
Sir Chair. Sir Chair,
Let's go right ahead.
I make a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for the approval of our overnight field trip request for Fairfield Central High School.
Second such motion.
Motion made by Ms. Green, second by Dr. Harris, accept the superintendent recommendation, board approval of overnight field trip request for Fairfield Central High School. That includes all 3. We're gonna do all 4 at one time. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. 7-0. Thank you, Dr.
And as Mr. Robinson come forward, let me just recognize that one of our former Griffins, Mr. Tyree Chambers, Pastor Jackson's grandson, is down in the house right now. Doing big things in their strings program and their band program. So I'm sure they'll be recruiting some more of our students, Pastor Jackson, once they see the outstanding work with them. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
Good evening. The first item under finance and operations is the October 2023 finance report. Everything is about normal in terms of our expenditures and revenues for this time of year, as I've mentioned many times before. We really get a picture of where we are once the January property tax revenues come in, but so far everything looks fairly normal. This is presented for you.
Anybody got any questions for Mr. Robinson?
The second item under finance and operations is a small purchase threshold and exemptions change. And the superintendent recommends the board approve of revision to the district's small purchase threshold, increasing the small purchase threshold from $5,000 to $10,000. Requires action. Board.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve a revision for the district small purchase threshold, increasing the small purchase threshold from 5,000 to 10,000. This will result in a revision to board policy DJ issue 1196 and revised 6/13/23.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Harris, second by Ms. Green. We have any questions on that? We have any questions? We will call for the vote. All in favor, the vote show by the raising of the right hand. 7-0. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Robinson. This time we have human resources.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman
Yes,
and members of the board.
Good evening.
Under HR this evening, we have the following items for your approval. Item 1, certified resignations and terminations. The superintendent recommends the board approve certified resignations and terminations as outlined in Exhibit 1A and Exhibit 1B.
Can we get a motion, please?
Sir Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendations for the board for us to approve the certified resignation and termination as displayed in Exhibit 1 and 2, 1A and 1B. I'm so sorry.
Second, Lord. Motion made by Ms. Green, second by Pastor Jackson to accept the superintendent recommendation. Exhibit A, 1A, and 1B. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. 7. Next.
Next, we have item 2, certified recommendations. The superintendent recommends the board approve professional certified educators for the 23-24 academic year as presented in Exhibit 2.
Chairman Miller,
Can I get a motion? Go ahead.
I'll make a recommendation that we set the superintendent board approved professional certified educators for the 2023-24 academic school year presented in Exhibit 2. Right on that second.
Okay. Motion made by Mr. Davis, second by Pastor Jackson, to accept the superintendent recommendation for professional certified educators for the 23-24 academic year. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. 7. People, thank you. Thank you. Right. Just wanted to state that a lot going on. And let's not forget about all of our parades that's going on, the Winsboro parade, as well as the Ridgeway parade. Also, a little shout out to our Golden Griffin marching band for being at King George opening up for King George's concert, along with the dancers. I want to make sure that we give them, this is something that, Fairfield, we used to be the doorman, now we forefront. Okay, everybody is talking about Fairfield, and so we are so proud of our students. And Dr. Green was talking about our football team. We're just so proud of them. They have a pretty good season. That's high school, middle school. And then you talk about the orchestra. So that's some good things that we got going in our district. I would just note that any of the board members had anything to say, always give the time.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to remind everybody of the Feed Fairfield will be December the 10th, which is the Sunday, starting from 11 to 2. Everybody is welcome. You're welcome to donate, however you want to do it. We appreciate everything. And also my gala is still scheduled for February the 24th at the National Guard Army, and that's from 7 to 11. That will be on a Saturday. Everybody, we're selling tickets now. They actually buying tickets up now. It's not until February, but we appreciate the donations that's coming in. And I want to wish everybody a safe holiday. I hope everybody gets much needed rest that they needed. Dr. Green, I know you're gonna get some rest. But I wish everybody to be safe. This is the season that everybody gets sick. There's a lot of viruses going around, so hopefully everybody will take precautions and take care of themselves and come back safe and happy when it's time to come back after the week.
Yes.
Yes, Chairman Miller, last meeting we had, I just got back in town and everything, but I want to make the board aware that I have a new granddaughter by the name of Leah. I'm asking for everyone's prayer. This next coming week, she was born with a defective heart, so she might have surgery. So keep my family and son and his family in prayers. Also, I like to announce and make the board aware of this, but on November, on Thanksgiving Day, with the help of Cooperative Health, myself and the Primetime Rounds will be giving out dinners throughout the community to anyone in need. So if you're able to come out and help, I appreciate your help. If you know anybody in need of a meal or anything, just let us know and we'll make sure that they get that meal. And last thing I just want to say is, Ms. Brown, I see you on the go with your lead dancers. Thanks for all you do. I see that you perform for Allen's Homecoming, Benedict. Y'all was at South Carolina State last week.
Saturday
Saturday.
with
Yeah.
the Griffin marching band in Southern Set.
Southern Set. So we appreciate all that you do. Keep doing what you do for our young ladies. It means a lot to all of us. Thank you.
Amen. Ms. Green,
No,
I'll give you that pretty smile.
not this.
All right, can we get a motion?
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by
Ms. Green.
Ms. Green. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Let's go home, y'all.
Hey, we out.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah.